This morning's project, I'm going to be working on a Coleman 125E. This is one that I found in Dad's barn that had been neglected for years. Looking it over, there is no date code on the bottom side of it, although many of them do have that. It's not here on this one. It's got quite a bit of dirt, quite a bit of rust to it. Opening it up, if you look inside, you see it's got wasp nest, mice nest, so there's been a little bit of neglect here. I did look earlier on the bottom of this. This is from 8/1970. You can tell with the date codes inside of the tabs. What I plan on doing with the tank part of it is I'm going to repaint it, and I'm going to soak the rubber part of the plunger. It has a little bit of build-up to it, but I'm going to soak this in oil. If it is the leather, it'll work out just fine. Now I'm going to repaint the tank. As far as the rebuild here, I'm going to do a more customized job. I'm not going to go with the original Coleman paint on the lid, the body, cabinetry. Take this off, clean it, do a little customized artwork on it. And I'm going to rebuild the burner assemblies. I have two screws to take the panel off on each side. And I'm going to take the bottom and have the fire chamber removed. This is a Coleman gas grill. This is not a kerosene grill. This is not to be used with unleaded fuel. If you was to use with unleaded fuel, you probably have a very short life out of it. I plan on rebuilding it to keep for a long time. Two screws on that side, screws at the bottom. Burner assembly comes out, and I can take this away and clean it properly, scrub it. The burners themselves. This is where I like to keep my coffee cup and my coffee container. It's a great job of keeping things sealed. I'm going to clean these up. With the burners, when you go to take them apart and reattach them, there'll be a solid, followed by a ring, followed by a solid, followed by a ring. These will clean up nicely with steel wool or a brass wire brush. I will not paint these, but I will end up painting the burner assemblies. Clean the rust off of this plate. I haven't decided what color I'm going to paint it. It is not going to be in the heat zone, so I'm not overly concerned about what type of paint I use on this part. But on this part, all this here where I am painting in the heat zone, I'm going to use grill paint. Grill paint only that is good up to 1200 degrees. These are a little tight, so I'll end up putting some penetrating oil, soak them loose, and clean out any debris inside there. There may be some wasp nests, maybe some other things that have built up in there over the years. I'm going to clean these tubes out so I have a good flow of gas once I have it rebuilt. Alright, looks like I got a little job ahead of me as far as getting things prepped. I'm going to have some scrubbing. I'm going to be using some steel wool, some 3M pad, and when I get this done, I'm going to repaint this back. Definitely red color on this, because red means it's going to be for a Coleman gas. If I were to paint it gray, that would indicate it's dual fuel. Dual fuel means a Coleman gas and unleaded gas. I have a little bit different generator here for the unleaded, where it doesn't clog up as a red laser would if you try to run unleaded in this. This is definitely not a kerosene or propane fired heater. If I wanted to do away with this, go to buy a $20 replacement part here, and I could run propane through this, but never kerosene or diesel. That's going to be my teardown for the moment. Hopefully I'll be revisiting, showing you my progress.